Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the EJ and Dave podcast. Today, we're of course being joined by Dave. You all right, mate?
How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. Did it make you jump?
No, I knew you were there.
Oh, you've got to be. So I've been sat in it waiting for about 5 minutes for me to load into the game.
That's better.
Waiting for the game to load, and I thought I just won't say anything, and I'll try and make him jump when I do the intro. But you bloody, why didn't you say hi?
See, I heard you there. You went fine. I just thought you were speaking a minute.
So,
you see, I can frighten you, but you can't frighten me.
Yeah, well, you're a knobhead, so. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Shame.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. By the way, I am waiting for you to sleep in the game.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do something.
What have you been What have you been up to this week?
Not a great deal. What about you? Good.
Same here, to be honest. We both lead such exciting lives.
We do, don't we?
I know.
Yes,
Yeah, this week's mainly been... I've been mentally preparing to prepare for going to Berlin, because it's only 4 days. But I've got to get like 2 weeks worth of videos done, if you get what I mean. So I'm not like worried about where I've gone, or like as soon as I get back I'm recording like loads of videos. So there's all of this stuff that I've like got to do just to make sure that I'm not stressed. Yeah, apart from that, it's been It's what, sorry?
You normally are stressed.
Yeah, well, they actually call me Ev.
No thanks.
No! Do you know anything about what he's been doing recently?
I couldn't care less.
Fair enough. I remember me and my dad used to watch all of his videos when they came out just because it was funny. But then sometimes they'd just be like really boring. Like if he was getting annoyed, it'd be really funny. But then like sometimes he'd just go a whole video and he wouldn't be...
One content creator I don't support because of the way he treats people is disgusting.
Yeah. And the way that he just like nicks and he doesn't thread it. Did you see that guy commenting on my video the other day? And then Foxy had a moan at him.
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He said, I can't even get the comment up because he must have said something. Because because Foxy had a go at him, and then I had a go at him, just because of the way he was speaking to Foxy. I would have just ignored it otherwise. But then he kept going on, and then and then he must have said something, and it's just blocked his comment, I must admit does amuse me.
Given I now edit your videos,
yeah,
I don't really watch them, so I know what happens.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Actually, I was like, do you? Because I know you watch them. Do you like watch them back when they upload just to make sure that you've not made any errors?
No, because I'm relying on you to double check them.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you do. There's going to come a time when I'm going to unleash something where makes you look a complete prat.
Yeah.
Well, or your dad does something to you. I'm not going to be so tempted to leave it in, and I will. And you just moan at me and say, why did you put that in for? It makes me look an idiot. And you go and edit it out.
As yeah, yeah, I just edited out.
So it kind of spoils my fun.
Yeah. But yeah, you can. Yeah. So this guy left a comment saying, "Oh, you're just copying Stampy." Also, oh no, say, "Oh, you're copying Stampy, but you're not giving him any credit." So I was just going to reply saying something. Actually, I've given him credit. I've made a whole video dedicated to him on my second channel.
Yeah.
And then I saw Foxy had a moan. So then so Foxy said something like, "Oh, well, he's oh no, he said something about growing the channel as well." So I'm very professional about this, if you can tell. He said he was like, "Oh, you're copying Stampy just to get popular. If you wanna get popular on YouTube, do something original." And so Foxy went on his channel, and he's literally got a series, which is the like building time, and then he's got it in the yes, I stole this from Stampy, in the title. And I was saying, well, and then he's got like, I think he had like under 100 subscribers or something, and his average views were like 30. So it is like count wasn't great, and then he's telling me out like saying I need to grow my channel by being original. And so I thought, oh, that's quite ironic, the way that he's not being original and he's not a big YouTuber. So,
yeah.
But
the way
yeah.
I look at it is, you're not copying Stampy. You've been inspired by Stampy.
Yeah, the only bit that's copied is the world name, and the rest of it, like it's all my like build ideas and my builds. It's all my mini games. But like maybe like I'll say like maybe 90% of it's all my ideas, because some of it, obviously I've been inspired to do stuff. And then also like I've been helped by a load of people, so I'll say maybe 85% of it's mine, and the rest of it's either been inspired or or someone else has helped with it.
Which is what you want, which is fair enough.
Yeah. Which is just how people come up with ideas anyway, because it's just in general. Like the way you get ideas is like you see what someone else has done, and then you go, oh, that's good, but it'd be better like this. And then like eventually it's like reiterated upon. Like I was watching a Brian May thing. It's going to sound completely disjointed, but you'll see when it kicks back in a second. I was watching something with Brian May, and he said there's no idea which is completely original, and everything's been inspired or snicked from somewhere. And I feel like that is a good way to put it, because everything you see, like, oh, that could be done better, or someone else's, oh, that could be done better, and then eventually it transforms into something completely different. It's like, what? That came from there? Like, you trace it back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like smartphones now. They're completely different to like rotary phones. But like you trace it, you can see the progression.
Yeah.
I love your singing, by the way.
I'm just exploring.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, do you get me point?
Yeah, I do. No argument. Like, some people have done direct copies of Stampy's Lorry World.
Yeah, Ev.
No, it's just copied everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. But the main inspiration for
Yeah.
him was Stampy.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I was saying he's inspired people. Oh, you, Adam, and that's what it's like.
Yeah.
You all go and replicate buildings, especially his favourite games.
Yeah. Like
You know,
Bridges. I feel like every time I've nicked an idea from Stampy, I've always said, "Oh yeah, you can see that I've got that from Stampy," and I've not like hidden away from it. Like obviously the name.
Yeah.
I've said, "Oh yeah, well obviously I've got that from Stampy," and it's like it almost seems obvious to me. Like the guy was having a go because he's saying I didn't give credit, but the thing is, like, I'm not gonna. To me, it's I'm not gonna give credit to Stampy in every single video, just because for one,
just get...
like for example, episode 666, that was in no way. Maybe in the bit where it goes to the helper's point of view, but even then, it was more inspired from, like what Sam did with the film than from Stampy.
Yeah.
But like in maybe Bridges 2 and even Bridges 1 and like the episode Hero Helpers, I've always said that was heavily inspired from Stampy because I saw him do it in his world and I wanted to do my own take of it.
Yeah. Which is what it's all about. Ooh.
By the way,
I'm sure.
Bloodstorm has said yes to doing the podcast.
Oh boy.
It's just logistics of like him filming it because he films his stuff on Twitch, which is fine by me because he can film it on Twitch and then he could because he films stuff on Twitch, then he screen records it, so he can just do that and then put it on Google Drive and send it to me, and then I'll download it and upload it, which is a bit it's a bit botched, like, but you know.
I shall make sure I watch his film.
Yes, you need to watch that. That's your homework. So next week, then it's basically official now. Bloodstorm and Dave will be doing the podcast. Bloodstorm will be the first special guest, which will be uploaded. Sam will be the first special guest that we record with. But yeah,
I can't sleep.
Why?
I'm down in the K. Hold on.
99% of the time you're playing in creative mode, Dave. Just get a bloody bed. Yeah, it's just the logistics that we need to figure out, because I might just tell him just to do what he normally does, and instead of uploading it to YouTube, upload it to Google Drive and send it to me. Or even like, because it goes on Monday, so just leave it on Twitch. Send me a link to the stream, and then I'll just do it. Oh no, I can't do it when I get back, can I? Yeah, I'll just have to do the Google Drive, and I don't even know. I'll just upload it on like. I don't know. We're actually recording. Sorry, I want to say this now. There's been a bit of a weird run of podcasts recently, because we've a couple of weeks ago there was one where we had technical issues, so we had to cut it short. And then also we filmed like 2 in a week because we had the one with Sam. And then we had and then this one we're recording a bit earlier than we normally would as well, because I've got I'm going to Big Pauline's tomorrow because it's her birthday. So we always have a little get together with everyone.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that's the reason you skived off.
You what? Sorry.
You didn't tell me that was the reason you were skiving off. So you're going to go and have lots of over there.
Yeah, and maybe music as well. We normally have YouTube, and then Grandad puts it through the stereo, and then we all pick songs, which is nice. Just sat there listening to ABBA for about 4 hours. But yeah,
That's too bad.
I know. I've got you. Have you heard their newest album?
No.
I think it's great. It just sounds like ABBA. Like you could play it after like Mamma Mia, and it it doesn't sound. It doesn't sound. They're not
Oh,
trying to sound new. It's just ABBA. Like that's the best way
yeah,
I can describe it.
yeah.
But yeah, I've got it, and I must say it's become one of the regulars that I play.
I've got trying to have a look into it.
You don't have like Spotify or anything, do you? I think you've got Apple Music, have you?
I've got a freebie of it,
Uh,
but I don't like it.
what do you
I've
normally
never.
listen to music on? Because I know obviously I listen to stuff on like CDs, and that's just like the norm to me. But I realise like people like listen to stuff on different things.
Well, I mainly use my CD collection
Right.
that I've imported into iTunes. Or I use YouTube.
Do you get many new CDs?
No, not really.
Not like new artists, but like if you hear of, so like, I don't know, when was the last time you bought a CD? So
Well, the last album I bought was the download of the last Queen one they did a couple of years ago, The Miracle. Was it The Miracle?
oh yes.
The special release of that.
When did you do that then?
I bought it online.
Yeah, when?
Oh, I just got pre-ordered and it just notified me when it was out.
Oh. Yeah, I got that pretty much as soon as it was out, but I got it on CD.
Yeah.
I think the last album I got was, the Band on the Run. I got that one just because I've never actually had it. I've never heard like the full album. I've got most of it because I've got the Wings Over America.
Yeah.
I've got that one, so I heard like most of Band on the Run on that, but I've never actually had Band on the Run, so I got that. And then I got the one with the underdubbed version as well. So
That's alright.
the thing is, though, this is going to get into really nerdy territory. This, I think, even.
Oh, not just yet. Go on.
Right. So I've got a specific listening position, right, where I think it sounds the best, and if I move it, it sounds a bit wonky. Do you get what I mean?
No.
Right. Okay. Well, it sounds wonky to me, and like it's weird stuff like the bass doesn't sound quite right, or it sounds like it's all coming from the right, stupid stuff. And it's always been, for some reason, just where my dad sits on his sofa. That's just where I listen to the music. But he's moved his bloody sofa.
Oh, how annoying!
A couple of inches. So I sat down the other day, and I put it on, and I thought, why does this sound wrong? This should sound like no. And I realised he's bloody moved it. So I've got to do some experimenting now.
I'll just move it back. He won't bloody notice.
I was tempted to. I had a moment. I said, "Why have you moved this sofa? You know I sit in it to listen to me music." And he said, "Oh, sorry, but it was too annoying every time I had to close the blinds." Why? Because I didn't like leaning over. I said, "Well, get up and use your bloody legs then."
Oh, that is the height of laziness.
I thought, you lazy bugger.
If he wants to be that fucking lazy, tell him to put the smart ones in.
Yeah, I said to him, and he said, "Oh, I don't like them." Why not? "Oh, I like doing it myself. Not enough to stand up though."
Well, obviously, he sits down and does it.
What?
I said, obviously he doesn't, because he sits down to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's just comical. Now, when you go over the weekend, just move it back, he won't notice.
Well, I did consider it, but I thought, no, that's probably a bit too mean.
No, it's not. It's what he deserves.
And also, it's really heavy, so... He said he's going to be moving it again, though, because he's changing his living room over again soon. Because he got you know, when he was in the hospital, on his deathbed, as he likes to say.
No, when was that?
Bloody appendix out. Did you not know?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, did you think he was actually on his deathbed?
Well, I thought this was another thing.
No, when he was getting his appendix out.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to stay over with Nana, so that because the sofa was getting delivered in the morning, and I think she was there staying. She was there staying the night. I think so. So I had an adult with me, but then before we went, I was instructed to look after her.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that one works.
Yeah.
Which adult's looking after which child?
Yeah. Well, you know.
How can I do this? Go on.
But yeah. So the sofa was getting delivered, and they just like bunged it in the room, and then I was like, okay, thank you. And so I moved it, and it was a pain in the ass. I had to take all the cushions off it, and all that, because it was just that heavy. And even when I did that, I was breaking my back to do it, because obviously Nana couldn't do anything.
No.
So I was yeah. I was just PTSD flashbacks of moving it the first time, because they just they just came and bunged it in the middle of the room, and they were like, "Okay, cheers, oh okay, thank you."
Yeah, so what they would do.
But yeah, my dad said he doesn't actually like it because it's too low. I said, "What are you, an 80-year-old woman?"
Oh, did he not try it out in the shop when he bought it?
I don't know. I think he bought it online. I said, all right, well, why don't you sell it and get another leather one? And he said, "Oh, we'll pay $2,000 for that. I'll probably only get 500 quid for it." I said, "Well, you've already had it for like 4 months."
He paid $2,000 for a sofa.
I think that's what he said, or $1,500.
Well, still $1,500, just as bad.
Yeah. I know it was more than I paid for the stereo, which I think is bloody ridiculous.
Well, to be honest, compared to something I'd rather spend $2,500, I'd rather spend on something decent like a stereo than a bloody sofa.
Yeah. How much was your system? Here we go. Get ready for a laugh.
To be honest, I can't remember. It was dealing around 200 or less.
Oh, okay. That's more than I was expecting.
Oh, what were you expecting?
About
I mean, that was just a guess.
50 quid, to be honest.
it could have been considerably less.
Yeah. My speakers were worth more than your whole system.
Oh, I fully appreciate that.
Right, will you hurry up and get to bed? Because I can't sleep.
I don't know. I'm down in dungeons, but I can't see when it gets dark. You'd have to
Well,
tell me.
I went to sleep. So it came with
I
your
didn't know.
picture.
I didn't see that.
Well, get eyes.
God, I don't know the abuse I get.
Well, if you were competent, you wouldn't get abused.
I thought you just abused me about something else.
Yeah, but not about your incompetency.
No, you should just find something else though.
True.
Because I know what you're like.
Yeah, because I enjoy it. But yeah, so he's gonna change the room and get a leather chair for him sitting. And I thought, well, that's just brilliant, that, isn't it? Because I'm gonna end up having to remeasure my listening position.
I guess they're out to your room.
No, he took it out of my room.
I'll put it back in.
Oh God, no! I'm not touching that thing for another 10 years.
Well, was it a nightmare?
Oh, what the cables at the back of that? We've got, because I've got the subwoofer as well. Welcome to the music podcast. Got the subwoofer as well, and so that's so one of the speaker terminals has got two copper things, cables going into, which means it's just a pain in the arse to try and get it in the hole. So I don't like moving the amp or anything if I've got to dismantle it, Which is why I'm glad I've got a cabinet with wheels. But yeah, at least it's in the living room, so it's.
I don't have that problem.
Oh, yeah, you can pick yours up with the handle on the top.
No, I don't even have a handle.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse to move. It's obviously it's not portable, is it? So I'm not moving it. But it's also because it sounds better in the living room. It might it's gonna sound weird, but it was too powerful for the room it was in. It was all right when it was just. Did you get what I mean? It was all right when it was just the speakers, but then I got the subwoofer as well, and the subwoofer's just so it never sounded right in my room, and then I moved it into the living room, and I think the size of the room, it just sounded, it sounded like it fits, if you get what I mean.
I do wish I had that problem. My one's crap.
Oh, I wish I had a problem. Yeah. Oh no, my stereo's too powerful. To be fair, it's probably too powerful for the room it's in now. Maybe not the sub. But yeah. Anyway. So last week we were talking about you and Bloodstorm in the podcast. And now that Bloodstorm's confirmed, have you got anything that you've thought about that you want to talk about with him?
Nope.
Oh,
Well,
may
you
I
see,
may I suggest that you think of stuff to talk about with
well,
this?
had he stuck to the original plan, I was going to use a podcast straight to promote his film. You know, talk about the making of it, all the production of it,
Well, you
and
can
just try and
you
hype
can
up the
still
interest.
talk about
And
that.
then he
It's
went and released it.
well, you can
So that
still
kind of,
talk about that, can't you? It's just like it's a bit of
oh
extra
yeah,
promotion for him.
I will. That's definitely.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of it so far,
I
it's
suppose now as well he can talk about the actual story of it, whereas like if you'd have done it before it came out, he would have been tight-lipped.
well, no, you wouldn't. This is Bloodstorm utilized them on slip.
Yeah, true. And at the end, the Overlord dies. Spoiler alerts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the last 5 minutes,
By
I
the
get
way, just to
killed.
clarify, that wasn't an actual spoiler. Just if someone sat there, I watched it. He's just said the Everlord dies.
But no,
I don't know
it'll
why
be a
they're
while.
reacting
And
that way to a spoiler, but
I was thinking something. Did you say when we were going to film it?
I didn't tell him. I thought you two are big boys. You can organise that bit, you bloody selves.
Oh.
I'll just talk to him about how he's going to record it and send it to me.
So when is it you go? When is it you go and torment Berlin next week or week after?
So the 22nd. So that's next
Oh,
Friday.
week.
Not this Friday. The next Friday. So
God, make
basically,
God have mercy.
the next podcast you'll be recording, it'll be with Bloodstorm.
All right.
So that's why I'm saying maybe you should think of some stuff to talk about. Would be handy.
No, I just want to make sure. Got a chance to finish watching his film first.
Yeah. Are you gonna do what I said about asking write down a few questions, and do like a bit of a interview section? Or are you just gonna bin that off?
I'm probably just going to wing it and see where the conversation takes us.
Yeah. Have a few
I've got-
things to talk about.
I've got a few ideas in play.
Yeah.
I've got a few ideas in mind, so it's just going to be a case of we'll get on and that.
Yeah.
I'll ask him what his plans are. Is he going to do another one?
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
He's announced that he's filming the next one already.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Yeah, I know that. You know that. But it'd be something to talk about in the podcast.
Oh, alright, I see.
We can talk about his latest one, his plans for the next one, his plans for the series, and what else he's doing.
Yeah, his series is coming back as well, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I might want to talk about that a bit with him.
And just go on from there. It's going to be a nightmare, I think. You can never predict what Bloodstorm's going to be like.
Bloodstorm's thrilled to hear you say that.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
No?
You can never predict what version of Bloodstorm you're going to get.
Elaborate.
I don't know what I've done that for.
He's chickened out now. He's not elaborating.
Who?
You.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said that elaborate, and you just ignored me.
I'm sorry.
So you bloody should be.
That's you, so I'm not.
Oh. Well, you smell.
Oh, I know I do.
Dave, that's nothing to be proud of.
No, I'm just
You smell-
admitting it.
I know. Okay. Yummy.
But I dug out a load of old cassette tapes this morning, so I was looking for something else.
I'm glad you said cassettes and not what I thought you said.
What?
Sex tapes.
No, cassette tapes.
Yeah. I dug out a load of old sex tapes the other day. Oh,
That'd be
fun.
you.
Yeah. My collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dug out a load of cassette tapes.
Yeah, because I was trying to look for an old CD. So I'm going to try and hopefully listen to some of them. But I can't use my Walkman because my Walkman's not playing anymore. Which is annoying.
Yeah.
But I found a load of it. I've got some Dire Straits, Shadows, and some other miscellaneous ones.
I've got one like pre-recorded cassette, and the rest I've done myself. Or well, actually, there's one that my granddad done, but the rest I've done myself, and it's Ronan Keating. And it's one that my mum has.
I've got some of the old mixtapes, but I'm going to try and deal with them later.
Yeah. Mixtapes are always fun to make, for me anyway.
Oh,
I take it you feel the same.
no, I've just made a boo-boo.
That reaction.
The problem with mixtapes is, depending on where you were getting the original material from.
CD. Spotify.
See, in our day, we didn't have Spotify.
I know, in my day, I don't bloody have Spotify.
We used to wait for the chart to come on the Sunday afternoon, evening time.
Yeah,
and record our songs from there.
Try and tape it and then.
But you'd always get some annoying DJ that talks halfway through a song.
Yeah. That really, you know what annoys me?
What's that?
That the radio station that I listen to, I listen to in the car. Still listening to it, aren't I? They have people on, and they pretend that there's actual people on, but like you can just tell that they're not there, and it's like pre-recorded.
Oh God, yeah.
Because like,
what station do you listen to?
It's Greatest Hits Radio normally.
Ah, yes.
But like I think it's every night or every like Tuesday night, they'll have like a guest on, and they'll be interviewing, and then like a song will start playing, and you'll be like, okay, you're starting a song now, okay, that's fine, and then the artist will start, like, say like the Beatles will start playing, and then like the whoever they're interviewing and say, and one of my influences was the Beatles, and their single, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and then it'll cut the like whoever's on off, and it'll just, oh yeah, I got that something, I think you'll and it's just like, you're not even making an effort to hide the fact that you know they're about to say that because you've listened to this recording before.
Yeah, it's like, because Greatest Hits Radio is owned by Bauer Media. A few years ago, Bauer Media bought a load of local radio station networks.
Right.
Purposely, because they wanted the FM frequencies so they could put Greatest Hits on them.
Yeah.
But before that, we had the good old local radio, which I kind of miss and kind of don't miss. But they would always say, and on tomorrow's show we got Ronan Keating coming in. You're just thinking, okay, that's obviously pre-recorded.
No, you don't.
And you can tell it's
You're listening to
pre-recorded.
it thinking, no, you don't, dickhead. You've
Yeah,
got some
and it's just a pre-recorded interview.
pre-recording
That's
of
what's going out.
Ronan Keating, haven't you?
Yeah, it's God knows how many other radio networks as well, because he's there to promote his single or album.
I said to my
Whatever.
dad last night, I bet this woman, I don't even know who it was, I bet this woman's giving this same interview at the exact same time to 9 other radio stations.
Yeah.
And he said, you're probably
So
right.
just got someone to answer a standard load of questions, and they send those questions to every station, so they can dub their DJ in who's presenting and asking the questions.
Have you
And
seen the Techbone
something?
video?
No, I've got to catch up with this, but I can guarantee you
No.
there will be people
No, it's a
who
really old one of an Al Green record.
All right.
Have you not? Have you? It's like one of these interviews that we're on about, and it's one of Al Green's, and he's got his hands on one, and he does the interview wearing his wig.
I think I remember the one now. Yeah, it's ringing a bell. But you can guarantee, even though it's pre-recorded, they're going to be outside the studio waiting for this A-list pop star to turn up, and there'll be no one turning up.
And then they get there and they say, "Oh, sorry, they're not here now. You've just missed them." And they were never bloody there.
Yeah. They've gone to, you turn up your local radio station down in Cornwall. And he said, oh no, he's had to pop up to London to go to Capital Radio now. Sorry, you missed him.
Yeah.
But no, I did used to enjoy listening to radio when I was young. Especially the old Radio 1 shows they did in the summer.
Me and my dad like listening to Paul Gambaccini.
Blimey.
Just because some of the we'll be listening to a song and it'll be like Saturday night when we're taking Nana home, and then he'll take me home, and we'll be saying and like we'll just get in the car and we'll hear like a really like old-fashioned song playing, and one of us will say, bet that's Paul Gambaccini. And then it'll come in, and that was, and it's Paul Gambaccini, and my name's Paul Gambaccini, and that was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, the 1939 hit from Judy Garland.
Do you ever listen to the radio in the morning?
No. I only ever listen to. Why did I say it like that? I only ever listen to the radio if it's the, on Smooth Radio they do like the countdowns, don't they?
I don't listen to Smooth. I don't listen to much radio, if I'm being honest.
Fair enough, don't blame you. Well, on Smooth they do the top 100.
Yeah.
And
I
listen to that, and that's and when I'm in the car with my dad, that's about it. All the other time, it's if I'm listening to music, I pick the music.
Yeah, because the unfortunate place where I live, because most of the stations now are DAB.
Swindon.
Is we get crap. I was going to say something else. We get really bad reception.
Yeah.
So I can't always pick up the AB radio station, so I don't really bother.
Yeah.
But I do, when I remember, sometimes put Greatest Hits on in the morning, because they do a quiz show with Tim Bruce.
All right.
Which is quite interesting. Don't think I'd ever have the guts to phone up and answer the questions, though.
God, no, you'd be too worried. You'd be too focused in on, how do I sound?
Oh no, I could just never do it.
Or getting a question wrong.
I'd get them all wrong.
I remember one time, last year on holiday, They were doing a quiz night, and me nan thought she recognised the song, and she run up to the front, all excited, bless her, and she goes,
Why do I see where this is heading?
And they said, okay, so what do you think the answer is? We said, I knew what it was. And she said, oh, it's The Sound of Music. And I thought,
No,
she's
it's
got
not.
that wrong. And they said, oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. But you
Yeah.
looked very excited when you ran up. She did, bless her. She ran up like a kid to a ice cream van or something.
Yeah. That's all right. Oh yeah, I'd be you. I'd probably do them at home.
Yeah.
Get the answers at home. But put me on the radio, I'd probably just flunk it.
You'd fluff it up, yeah.
Yeah. I think anyone would, to be honest.
Me too, darling, me too.
That's looking alright. Well, I want to change that, don't I? I've also been digging out some old CDs as well.
All right.
Which I forgot I had. I thought I threw them all away. Ages ago, one of my hard drives broke.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Which was annoying. Well, I've managed to retrieve as much of that as I can. Oh no, this is another one. One of the music on, I managed to, it's intermittent. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but I've managed to solve that. This was another one. And it had quite a few bits on it, but nothing drastic.
Yeah.
But ages ago, I used to subscribe to photography magazines.
Right.
That taught you how to do stuff in Adobe Photoshop. And I don't know what made me think of it, but something popped into my brain Sunday night. And I started thinking of them.
Yeah. Oh, is this all the Doctor Who stuff you did? The mood boards?
It's inspired by it.
Right.
And I know I kept all the magazine tutorials because I cut them out of the magazines and kept them.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that adorable? And I suddenly thought of it Sunday night. And I thought, oh, I know what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to see if I can go online and find all the old video files and start it up again if I can.
All right.
And I happened to get a bit sidetracked Monday morning because I was doing some bits in my bedroom. And I suddenly thought...
Okay.
No, I was just tidying it up.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, okay.
And, I forgot I'd kept all the CDs, so I came across this old dustbin bag full of CDs. Because I thought, didn't know what was in there.
Mm.
And it turned out it was all the old CDs for it.
Yeah.
So I've turfed them all out. So now I've just got to go through them and see if I've got the ones I want. There were some tutorials I wanted to finish.
Right.
And wanted to complete. There's one at the moment I can't find. But I know I downloaded one yesterday, which happened to be that one.
Yeah.
So I've just got to try and find something to open it with.
Bet you were well chuffed.
Well, I will be if I can get it open and get them working. So there's one of them that looked... I did start doing it, but I just never got around to finishing it.
Yeah.
And it was putting colour into an old black and white photo.
All right.
Which was quite fun, and I started doing a tutorial and I thought, I'm getting bored of this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the smart Alec, and I'm going to add even more detail. So I wanted to get all the concrete done in the walls, do all the bricks, and just
Yeah.
make it as detailed as I can. But I never got around to finishing it. So that's one of the ones I want to do. And I'm just going to go through, see which other ones there were I want to try and do. But the problem I'm going to have, because Adobe Photoshop now is so expensive,
Yeah.
and it's only on subscription, I've got to see if I can then get them to work with other systems out.
Yeah, yeah. Other programs.
Yeah. So that could be quite a challenge.
Oh, good luck with that.
I think I'm going to need it. So I come across some video editing CDs as well.
All right.
So I might take a look at them, see if there's anything in there that could help me help me with Lovely World, doing your Lovely World build-offs.
Yeah. Oh. How did you enjoy? Yeah. How did you enjoy doing the editing the last builder?
All right, I'm going to have to go because my mother needs me.
Oh, all right. Well, that'll be the end of this podcast then. Next episode, it'll be just Dave and Bloodstorm. So, if you like Bloodstorm, maybe watch that one. If you don't like him, maybe give it a skip. But yeah, unfortunately, this is the end of this video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. So then, take it easy, guys. Bye. Say bye, Dave.
Bye, people.